Howdy, welcome back. It's Tuesday, day 1 of 4 this week, only 4 in a row. And I've made it back to Preston. So, loved Preston when we were here last time. Had a good hit at it as well, did a lot of the city centre, but there are some that I desperately want to get back to, including what I'm going to start with today. And yeah, there's still a lot here to do. Preston's quite a big city, actually, bigger than you might expect. And it was full of good pubs, full of good people, and just had a really good time last time out. So very much looking forward to spinning back around it and doing what more I can. But said I desperate to get back into this one, get some proper photos of it for the Facebook, and just get a proper video, because it was quite busy when we were here last time, and it's an amazing looking place. So pub number 1 of the day, revisit to this. So it is, of course, the Black Horse Hotel, Robinson's owned pub, but an absolute diamond of a pub. You wait till you see the bar. If you've never seen it already, there's a reason why I'm hyping it up early, and why I've come here first, to make sure it wasn't going to be packed out on a Tuesday morning. By the time I got it, it's only gone 11:30, so travelled all the way up to get in and show you this early. Central Lancs Camera Pub of the Year 2024, consecutive wins 23 and 24. Let's show you the Black Horse. Too much value in me talking how you in here, because what you really need to do is see this. The bar is beautiful. There you go. What a feature. There, this little tile floor and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, look at that for a bar. And beer wise, pretty good. I've started today with this, Mr. Brew Sky. Someone from Castle Rock, which I'm always happy to see, being a Nottingham-based brewery. If you have a wander around and a look at this place, though, it is just a wonderful-looking pub. Absolutely wonderful-looking place. They have old features to feast your eyes upon, no matter where you go in here. And this the jukebox is pretty cool as well, and this lovely seating area up at the back. Lovely stained glass windows all over the pub, including on the internal bits in there. What a pub. What a place to start with. You can see why I was desperate to get a much better video for you of this one, can't you? Because it is just absolutely superb. What a pub. The look, the bar, the beer, it's an absolute 10 out of 10. It's worth the trip. Even if you don't want to come to anything else in Preston, that is worth the trip up here on its own. It really is an incredible pub. So, very pleased to have got that back ticked off. So this is kind of the city centre bit, and over the big road that I'm about to cross is more Studentville, so I've been told. So, at this time of day I should be alright, but I don't think I did very much of the student side last time. So, before I get sucked back into doing a load of the same pubs again, because let's face it, there's a load here I want to do. Let's cross this road and tick off some new ones, put some numbers in, put some work in. So just over the road, 2 minutes from the Black Horse, it's the Spoons. It's the Spoons called the Greyfriar, a much more modern, newer looking one, isn't it? So not particularly impressive from the outside. Let's see what they've got beer wise. Where the Spoons, the Greyfriar stop 2. This is actually a lot nicer looking inside than the outside really does it credit for. So yeah, credit where credit's due. It's got a few decent guest tails and bits on, good staff. Carpet's not too shabby either. But yeah, inside it's a lot nicer. So Titanic Plum Porter and Oakham Citra, big fan of both of those. So yeah, as guest tails on, pretty good finds. Titanic Plum Porter always makes me happy. But yeah, this inside is an awful lot nicer, isn't it, than it is from the outside. It's quite a good looking Spoons when you have a wander through and look at the rest of it. So there you have it. That's the Greyfriar. Opposite the Greyfriar is a pretty sad one. Obviously owned by Green King, or certainly was owned by Green King, but shut down. Fingers crossed they're doing some work to that and they're going to get that reopened, because that's a beauty. Obviously it is the sad state of the world, isn't it? So we've lost far too many. Hopefully someone can rescue that. Fortunately though, it's not going to take me long to get the next pint, because we've got to walk about 30 yards and we get to this one. It's the Dog and Partridge. So that will be stop number 3 of my day, and a second new tick. Now I'm pretty sure that I used to go in here after PCW, Preston City Wrestling, used to run. So a pub that should look familiar to me once I get in, but not one I've done on the pub crawl. So, Dog and Partridge next stop. Having just double checked my list to make sure I hadn't done this before on the pub crawl. I've done it before on the pub crawl. Oh well. Guinness is good at least. So, cheers. I won't worry too much. I don't mind going back to pubs. Nice, friendly little place. Yeah, it's a local style place. Got some lovely little doggies running around in the place. The Guinness is good, and Timmy Taylor's landlord is on as a cask ale. So yeah, it is actually a revisit. Every now and again that is bound to happen, where I wander into something thinking I've not done it before, and then I have. I don't mind. Let's face it, I'm alright with getting round loads of pubs again anyway, so it's still early. So 3 down. Let's definitely find one that we haven't done, shall we? Well, here's one that I definitely haven't done. Plough, spelt P-L-A-U. Now, I just heard about this. Apparently, when they built this, they found a gin well beneath the floor. Fell through the floor when they were renovating it to find a gin well, and apparently they've made a feature out of it. So let's get in and see. Rivington Brewing. You know, I'm always good with stuff like that. Let's get in and see Plough. Stop 4. The story I heard was correct. There is a gin well downstairs. They fell through the floor when doing it. So basically it's a Spanish tapas restaurant on the upper floor, 2 levels, and then the bar, 2 levels as well. So gin sort of lounge, gin area, cocktails and stuff on this level, craft beer and everything in a kind of speakeasy downstairs. And guess who's played the tour? We do go on a tour anywhere else. Let's show you the actual bar here first. So I've gone with, I said I'm a big fan of Rivington stuff, so I've gone with Evil Dead Raspberry Smoothie Sour off there, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. Cut from Pentridge. Love Pentridge again. Derbyshire-based brewery. Always make top-notch stuff. Just spotted a Delirium beer I knew nothing about as well. The idea is why I knew nothing about it. It's the alcohol-free one. That's why I've never had it, because Delirium notoriously do screw me over if I start drinking them really early. But yeah, beautiful looking place. This is. Let's go for the tour downstairs and show you the rest. I'm gonna blagged us a tour, so bear in mind it's not actually open yet, but this is what it looks like. Now, when it is, so there is the old gin well down there. It is a little bit condensed over at the moment, but trust me, it is under there. It's quite the feature. But look what a beautiful little cave style area this is down here. Absolutely phenomenal little area. Open weekends pretty much from 2, and then weekday evenings from like 4 or 5 down here if you want to come and explore this. But what an incredible place it is. All the Rivington beers and stuff, like I told you, all down here. That's what I've got. Evil Dead. Massive fan. But what a beautiful place. A bit of extra history for that down there. So, formerly a brothel. It's also been an abattoir. And yeah, where someone from the temperance movement had their last ever drink. So, plenty of history on that. What a place. I'm highly impressed by that in there. I think it's a wonderful place. Right, it is a Tuesday, so opening times are massively against me. There's a few bits up here that aren't open yet. That next door to that, Molly O'Malley's, don't until 6. So, might be flitting about up again a bit today, but the 2 doors down one is open. One is the Sun Hotel, Thwaites. I've done a Thwaites pub for a couple of weeks, so interested to get back inside one. But yeah, Molly O'Malley's is 6 o'clock, so we can't get in that one at the moment. But Plough, wonderful place. Let's get in. Stop 5 of the day, see the Sun Hotel. I've just become my favourite pub by default because there is a 9-week-old puppy. So look at this little sweetheart. Look at this little sweetheart. Hey, finding the 9-week-old Labrador puppy when I lost mine about 9 weeks ago. So full of mischief. Name's Simba. What an absolute little sweetheart. So that's yeah, it's making me well up. Oh. Yep, nice pub. Anyway, yeah, we're here to talk about pubs, not dogs, aren't we? Yeah, nice pub, pool table. Thwaites pub, got one cask ale, which is a Wainwright's, which is an odd one, because I would have thought you would have had a Thwaites one on. But that is the Sun Hotel. Proper old school traditional looking place. So, and yeah, little Simba, what an absolute little sweetheart of a dog. Doing an explore. Bless his little heart. What a sweetie. Simba! Oh, he's lovely. I haven't got time to sit and play with a Labrador puppy all day long. We've got to get on, we've got to move, got to carry on. So, but I would 100% just sit and play with that Labrador puppy all day long. So, over the road and 20 yards down, we come to this. This one called the Northern Way Sports Bar by the looks of things. Big old place, but yeah, Sun Hotel on the corner. Walk down, you'll spot the Northern Way. And, well, I wonder if there's a Labrador puppy in here to play with as well. Northern Way up next. My old saying, it rings true again on this. So never judge something from what your preconception of from the outside. So read that this was a sports bar, thought, you know what, bit generic, bit like every other sports bar I've ever been in. Quick, get in there, quick half, get out. You know what, sports bar with 2 car scales on. 2 good car scales as well. And a really good look and a really good vibe. Always go in and check. You on these, I've gone with this. I'm not going to try and say that. Montezuma's. There you go, I did try and say it. Montezuma's Triple Choc. Indulgent chocolate stout with Saltaire. It's really good. And Morehouse's Pride of Pendle on as well. So it suggests to me that this is Amber Taverns or something like that. Maybe Heineken, maybe Star Pubs. But you know what? It's quirky in its vibe and its look. And as far as sports bars go, I would say this is definitely one of the better sports bars that I've ever sort of wandered into. I really like it. And that Saltaire Triple Choc, really good. You know you're in a good city when even the sports bar is sort of blowing my mind and I'm coming away from it saying how good it is. So Preston is brilliant. Really is a great place for drinking. And yeah, there's so many people that just beer tick and say, or whatever, that would probably just ignore that. But that is one of the best car scales. That one from Saltaire is one of the best car scales I've had in a long time. So, you know, you've got to take the just go in. You've got to change your ways, just go in and see. Right, I can see it. Next stop anyway, and it's going to be this. And pubs don't really get much more student-y looking than that, do they? Student deals, big banner on the outside. That is a stone gate if ever I saw one. Called the Adelphi. So the last Adelphi I was in was the one in Leeds, which is an absolute 10 out of 10 banger and one of the most beautiful pubs you'll find in the country. So I can't see this one surpassing that, but it's the next stop anyway. It is Studentville, exactly as I expected and predicted it would be. Yeah, very. I knew what it was going to look like inside before I got here, as you do already, I'm sure. But it is what it is. They are doing a job. They're right by where all the students come out anyway. So yeah, you know, said you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say these student-y stone gates are all very, very similar looking, very samey. No cask. A couple of tiny Rebel beers on, which is always good, and a mixer up. Can't really quibble with that being very, very student-y when it's literally on the side of the student centre, can I? So, you know, we knew what it was going to be like, and it wasn't all that bad. They've actually got some decent craft beers and stuff on in there, not just calling stuff like neck oil craft actual craft beer. So, yeah, again, sports bar was good, Stonegate was good. Weatherspoons was a lot better inside than it looked from the outside. Preston's doing all right again, man. Right, another new tick, just well, on the other side of where that student centre is this. Chips and giggles. Yeah, don't try saying that quickly after a few pints, because especially not on YouTube, because they'll not allow the words. But yeah, chips and giggles. Stop 8 so far of my day, and another new tick. Pirate themed. Chips, giggles, pirate themed. Makes sense. No cask, but it looks like they did used to do it. Prior Life on this all day IPA. It's Green King one, but it's actually a decent Green King one as well. Looks alright in it. They've nailed the pirate theme. And it's got a little bit of old school pop punk playing, so you know, pirate theme, I like it. Well, it's pretty cool. Good look, good vibe. Student-y, as you would expect, but pretty cool. So there's quite a bit up here that's not open yet that obviously I want to do. Did this last time, but 100% have got to take you around a better video and stuff for in there. So what I'm going to do is go and check in at my travel lodge, and then perhaps get an Uber or something back up to that for 4 o'clock time. So there's another couple on the way back down through the city centre we can do now. One that was opening at 2 should be open by now, so I'll see you outside that. Okay, well it should have been open at 2 according to Google and everything else, but it isn't. So again, we'll have to have a look at that later on when we come back to do Molly O'Malley's anyway. So Right, let's head back down this way. See if we can find another stop off before going to the travel lodge. Let's face it, you knew I'd find one. And I have found one on this side as well. So it's a new tick, one that I've not done before. And it's a craft union called New Britannia. So literally, I've come, that's the road where everything's on. There's a new country bar opening just here as well called Nashville, which looks like that'll be pretty cool. Not obviously open yet, but looks pretty cool. But New Britannia, craft union, it's open. Let's tick it off. Smaller size for a craft union, but it's got a pool table, it's got screens, it's got craft union prices, it's got Boddingtons on the cask as well. Haven't seen that around too much just yet, but I guarantee it's coming. Pool table over there, pool table and a dartboard, yeah, Boddington's on the taps. But yeah, that is the full extent really of how big the pub is. Travel lodge checked in at, sorted, and it is time for this to be open now. Been looking forward to this ever since we did it the first time. Said I absolutely adored it. So let's show you around. So it should just be opening, so should be the first person in. It's the Vinyl Tap. This was one of my favourite places from the whole of the last visit to Preston. We got here pretty late, so it was pretty busy last time. So couldn't really get a great video. Whereas this time, I've made sure I'm here at opening time. It has been a bit of faffing around, going to and fro, but it's all going to be worth it in the end, especially when you get in and see this beauty. I am yeah, dead pleased to have got back in here at an early time to be able to have a proper look at it. It was late. I think it was the last one we did in Preston last time, and I remember getting here thinking I wish I'd got here earlier so I could have had a proper time in here. It's a great little live music venue, wonderful selection of vinyls, some good cask ale on. What's not to love about a pub like this? Look at that collection of vinyls. There are some bands on there. I tell you what, you can just see from the front that Misfits, Santana, Judas Priest, Bruce Dickinson, Anthrax. If you're a rock music fan, this is the sort of place you would absolutely love. Great little live music set up, great little place, and not a bad range of beers. Obviously, Road Crew, Cameron's Motorhead one, but some cask ale as well. That's what I've gone for. Two horses. That's a candidate. So a decent little cask ale lineup, decent little pub. Well worth coming to see this. A 3-minute walk around away from the city centre, but I'm going to do this one, and then there's loads up here, but I'm not going to get around them. I'm going to head back towards the city centre from here. But next stop will be this. A pretty big old pub called the Guild. That's a pretty nice building. As you can see, dusk is already upon us. It's gone 4:30 in the afternoon, and dusk is already setting in. But there's a blue plaque on the outside, and we do like a blue plaque. Dr. Fraser M. Rose, OBE, co-founder and president of the Royal College of General Practitioners, lived here. So an old doctor's house, eh? There you go. Let's go and see the Guild. What do I always say about Green King, aside from how bad the IPA is? The fact that I like it when Green King pubs make an effort with their cask ale and have some guest ales on. This, massive thumbs up. 2 guest ales, one from Ossett and Timmy Taylor's Landlord. All good with me. No sign of Green King IPA either. That's always a good thing. It's a nice looking place. So yeah, Ossett Silver King is what I've gone with, and Timmy Taylor's Landlord. And note the absence of the dreaded Green King IPA, which is always a winner. Always a bonus. It's a very nice building. It's a massive, great building. It's dog friendly. But yeah, really big, really well decked out. I love the exposed brick look about it. It's a very nice looking place. So massive thumbs up. So I was only in the Green King Brewery in Bury St Edmunds last week. So nice to be getting out and about around some of their other pubs and being impressed by what I'm seeing. Pool table and the dartboard up to the ends. Good boozer. Just to add to a more miserable existence when it's dark at this time of day already, it's decided to rain, and obviously I was at the furthest point away that I'm going today from the city centre, so it's been a gruelling wet walk back to here. So back where the Sun Hotel and that wonderful little puppy Simba is, but I'm not going in there. Next door, and it shouldn't have opened until 6, but the doors are open now. Here's this big Irish bar called Molly O'Malley's. So let's get out of the rain because I'm absolutely drenched. You'll find it between the sun and the plough. Let's go and see Molly O'Malley's. Big Irish bar. I'm just pleased to be out of the rain, to be honest. I'm just glad they're open already, so I haven't got to come back up here again later. So, yeah, good place to watch the sport, as you would imagine, with an Irish bar as well. Big stage for live music, live entertainment. You can't beat a bit of live entertainment, can you, in an Irish bar? But no, it's a good looking place. Pool table at one end, Murphy's on tap. A big stage space. I like an Irish bar. And this ain't a bad one. It's nice to see something a little bit different. It does look a little bit like a Katie O'Brien's, but it isn't, I can assure you. It is definitely Molly O'Malley's. Done a lot of Molly Malone's as well, but never a Molly O'Malley's. Watch the sport, have a decent bit, have a game of pool. That is for you. The big Irish bar along this street. Right, so the only other one down this stretch now that I hadn't done that I wanted to do today, still not open, is that Friargate tap room just there, still all in darkness, nearly 6 o'clock now, no signs of life whatsoever. So it's time to head back down there across the main road and go from there. Weather's still miserable with unable to do that, so I'm going to do another revisit because I really liked this. This was the first pub we did in Preston last time and it was a banger. Little craft beer place called Plug and Taps, and yeah, there's some really, really good beers on in here, and it was a really cool little place. So, seeing as I've just walked in the rain to get down here, I figured why not get in, do a little revisit to Plug and Taps before heading up through the rest of the city centre from there. Plug and Taps, stop 13 of the day. I really enjoyed this the last time I was here. First pub, so this is what kick-started Preston last time, and made me sort of realise that we were going to be in for a good day. And yeah, it still piques my interest, let's say. It's still a top little place with a really good little beer lineup, loads of great craft beer, loads of great breweries on show, and just a good vibe. It's just a nice little place. Yeah, a super little place. So as you can see, an ample beer board with plenty of stuff on. So there is some cask as well. 4 good cask ones on, plenty of good stuff on the kegs and things as well. I've got a Damson Porter from Dundee Legends Holy Goat. I'm actually in Dundee in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to getting up there and seeing that. But yeah, you can see why. By looking at stuff in here, you can see why I wanted to come back into this one as well. So pleased to be back in Plug and Taps. Heading towards the station. The rain isn't refusing to relent, and it's pretty minging here. But there are 3 down here that I can new tick off, not done before. First one of those 3, the Old Vic. So the station is literally just here, as you can see, just on this left-hand side, just there. So if you come down here, 3 pubs down in this area to do, one of which is actually on one of the platforms, so I'm told, I think anyway, so we'll find out in a minute. But yeah, the Old Vic, it's not 14 of the day. Oh well, I'll tell you what, this is a belter. This is beautiful, absolutely huge pub. In a like horseshoe shaped bar, masses of space down both sides of it, really good cask ale lineup, plenty of space to watch the sport, different games on different screens. It's a banger, this. So this lady apparently has taken over the old Black Bull, which is opposite that Wetherspoons there that I showed you. So that's going to reopen soon. And these people, and if these are at the helm, guarantee it's going to be good. That's what I want there. Beartown Hop Slap, 6.4% IPA. Love Beartown, Congleton-based brewery. That will make some absolutely wonderful beers. But you see how big it is. So that's one side up on this end. So Liverpool game on that screen coming. Beautiful old school traditional vibe and thing. You can see all the beers and stuff on there as well. Lovely looking place, but it just goes on and on and on with another huge space down on this end with a pool table and stuff up here as well. So yeah, big optimism then for the old Black Bull. Definitely, if these guys are in charge, should be good. Love this. It's a wicked place. That banger of a pub. Right, the rain is horrific. There's 2 at the station, so next up will be this. I'm going to do the one in the station first, in the station itself, and that suggests to me it's this away. And it's down here, but it's closed. There's a man sitting on there on the stairs, so we can't do it. But that would have been that would have been the next stop. It's supposed to be up until 9, so it is down here on the platform, but sadly we can't do it. So back out into the rain. So I should just have gone into this one and not worried about the other one. So the station is the next stop. Stop 15 of the day. So literally the Old Vic is just around the corner, just there. Sorry, right in front of you. Sort of around the corner, but right in front of you, you get what I mean. The station. Let's get in and do this. I really need to get out of this rain. Stonegate-esque style place. Don't know if it is a Stonegate or not, but it's got pool table, it's got screens all over, generic tap lineup, but it's a decent enough place. And yeah, it's dry. Pool table, screens to one end, dartboard. No cask on. I do quite like the look of it. It might be Amber Taverns. So there is a cask on actually round this front side. I actually forgot about. That's what happens when it's raining and I'm trying to dry off before I do stuff. So yeah, Lancaster Blonde is the cask on. Amber Taverns, I'm pretty sure is who this will be. I head out of there and along Fisher Gate, which is that long strip of takeaways, banks, shops, things like that. And my next port of call is going to be this. Hartley's bar, which is just there. Just off Fisher Gate, hang a right down a little side street and you will spot it. Sat just there. Stop 15, no? 16. Stop 16 of the day so far. Beautiful, beautiful old building this. That really deserves more. It deserves to be busy. There's high ceilings, really good look to the place. Really friendly, nice vibe. Company, Marston's. And that, therein, sadly, I think lies their problem. Because we've spoken about Marston's till we've learned a face, haven't we? You know, it is Marston's, but I'm going to show you around because it's a beautiful looking place. I tell you, it is a really gorgeous looking building. So this 100% deserves to be thriving, it deserves to be busy. But yeah, the beer line up, Marston's, sort yourselves out. Stop forcing bad beer on your managers. So people who are running themselves into the grounds to try and make something of it, and you're making them stick stuff like that on. But this is a lot bigger than it looks as well. It's got a second side to it around here, look. Gorgeous looking old building. I just, I hope that they can make this sustainable, get it busy, and keep it going, because it is lovely. It's a bit of a shame that isn't busier, because they're nice people, and it is a nice looking building. So, deserves more success. Hopefully it will get it. But, heading on down the street. A lot of these that we did the first time we were here, so I've done a lot of them, but I'm sure there are still some to get into, including there's another Spoons, which I think might be next. There is one of these in between where I was walking and the Spoons, so may as well just get it ticked off. 2-minute visit. Revolution. Yep. I hate them. I don't like anything about them. There's nothing about Revolution, Vodka Revolution, that I find appealing. These sort of places deserve to be empty, because they're just soulless. I know they're terrible, but yeah, again, it is quite an impressive looking building, I suppose. So there is that. I just can't with them at all. Don't know what it is. Just don't like anything about them. So, oh well. Right. Hopwoods, going past. I did that last time. There's no value in doing that one again today, but that was pretty cool from what I remember. Let's crack on and find this Wetherspoons. Found it. It's called the 12 Tellers, that one. And that is a very, very grand building. To be fair, I'm not even angry about that car's noise, because it's quite beautiful. McLaren or something, I think. But yeah. 12 Tellers then. Very, very grand looking spoons. I mean, the outside of that puts the other spoons to shame. The spoons with a bit of entertainment. It's got a quiz on. A pub quiz. I'm no good at pub quizzes. I'm really, really bad at pub quizzes. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. But I'm going to sit away from the quiz, I think. Grand inside as well. Clearly an old bank. Big high ceilings. Definitely some form of a gate to a vault or something that has maintained. Carpet ain't too shabby. Couple of guest hours and stuff on. There you go. That is the 12 Tellers. Right, 18 ticked today. That's enough. I said my feet are soaked. I'm tired. got absolutely soaked wet through twice. It's time to go back to the travel lodge and get this edited. So thanks for watching, I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow in Manchester. Love it. See you there.